Hi, Pile 1. If you chose the Indian Sardonyx, this is going to be your reading. And what we're going to do today, Pile 1, is kind of like an energy check-in to see where you and your future spouse are at as far as the connection. Whether the connection is manifesting, whether that connection is still needing to be called in, or maybe if it's somebody you've already known, but maybe there's something going on with the connection, okay? But we are going to tap into yours and your future spouse's energy and kind of get an idea of where that connection is at in terms of manifesting, okay? So let's just get started. All right, so the first thing we have, this is our overall energies, and so we've got the Field of Dreams coming up for you guys, which is all about dreaming big. If you guys are currently in the process of manifesting your future spouse in, it's like what I'm hearing is leave no stone unturned. Like there is not really an urgency, but a suggestion to make sure that you are dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's and taking every little detail into account that you possibly can, okay? You know, what are you wanting this person to look like overall? What are you wanting their personality to be like? And most importantly, Pile 1, how are you wanting to feel when you are with this person, okay? Because that's really what most of it really comes down to. Like when you have a specific trait or a personality trait in mind, or really anything, the whole basis of us wanting anything is to achieve a specific feeling, okay? And so but the overall guidance here, and if you are not currently like actively manifesting them in, this is kind of like adding fuel, okay? If you don't have a list somewhere, if you don't really have an idea of really what you want, this is for those of you who are not, you know, doing, I don't want to say doing the work, but you haven't taken the time to really flesh out. You haven't taken the time to flesh out what you're wanting in a future spouse, okay? This is what your guides and the universe and your higher self is telling you to do, okay? Get on it. It's almost like you wouldn't really necessarily, I mean, I guess a lot of people do go to the grocery store without a list, but it's like, you know, if you're really wanting, you know, the best shoppers are the ones that go with, you know, kind of like a plan, right? I'm not much of a planner myself, you guys. I understand that totally, and it's probably why a lot of my results have been very haphazard. But my guides are wanting me to get very diligent about structuring and organizing and getting very clear about what it is that I want, because I'm that person that's just like, we'll see. And that's exactly what you get. You get, we'll see, you know, results, and it's usually like, Okay, I don't know why I'm having, like, I'm being so entertained by this message. Anyway, so don't be like me, okay? And actually, I am in the process of, you know, as far as manifesting goes, you know, really scripting out my life and what I want it to look like. And so this is probably a message for me as well. Okay, don't leave any stone unturned. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when you are putting together that list, that that shopping list of what you're wanting to call in, that perfect ideal partner for you, okay? I know you probably have a general idea, but it's really more of a necessity to not to leave it up to chance, okay? Make sure you are very precise with how you're wanting to feel and what you're wanting this relationship to look like once it is manifested, okay? You know, for the most part, I'm pretty sure you're wanting somebody that's loyal, someone who is going to want to treat you like the king or queen that you are, someone who is going to make your heart feel safe with them, you know, things of that nature, okay? So just make sure to really sit down and flesh out the details of what you're wanting your future spouse to look like, to be like, how you want them to treat you, how you want them to make you feel, how you want them to communicate with you, and how often, the fun and exciting things you're going to be doing together, okay? So if you're not into the law of attraction, or I should probably say more or less the law of assumption, which I need to start teaching on that, definitely get into that, start looking at it, and start scripting out what you want from a future spouse, okay? Let's continue on with the reading. Holy hell. All right, here we have here we have passion with allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I really feel like that's probably, yeah, okay. So when you are scripting or affirming, while you are calling in this future spouse, really get into it. You know, I mean, think of how you're feeling when you're getting ready to go out on a night of the town and you're going to one of your favorite restaurants, and you already know what you're going to be doing. You already know who you're going to be with. You already know what you're going to be eating or what you're going to be drinking. And there's a certain feeling of passion and excitement and motivation that comes with that. So when you are scripting and basically putting in your order for what you want your future spouse to look and be like, infuse the passion with it, that expectation, that knowing that that's exactly what you're going to be getting and how it's going to feel when you're actually in this person's presence, and carry that feeling and that passion around with you, you know, as much as you can every single day. And you know, this is what the universe is bringing to you when they bring this future spouse. There's going to be so much passion. I'm even hearing adoration, passion and adoration for each other. And I'm hearing that the bedroom antics are going to be off the charts. Oh, yeah. All right. Then we also have past life relationship with you have known each other before. Okay. So past life meaning not this lifetime, okay? You are calling in a soulmate. Some of you, I feel, are wanting to call in more of like a twin flame type of thing. But this is definitely someone. So what this is telling me is that when you meet this person, there's already going to be an air of familiarity with this person. Like, even though you may not have ever met this person in this lifetime, there's still going to be that feeling as if the two of you have known each other all your lives, because in the grand scheme of things, you have, like, your souls have known each other for eons and lifetimes, okay? Nice. All right, so let's get some more information about where your guys' energy is at with your future spouse. Let's rearrange these a little bit. All right, so we've got Judgment coming up. We got Judgment. So definitely some kind of an awakening. And then we also have the Four of Wands in reverse. And for those of you that are curious, this is the Lucid Dreams Tarot by Saint Soleil. Okay, the Lucid Dreams Tarot by Saint Soleil. So there feels like there's definitely some kind of a decision that's needing to be made, you guys. And there might be Page of Cups. Yeah, okay. Oop. With the Five of Cups. And then we also have the Nine of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I have a feeling that there's somebody from your past that you need to release in order for this person to come in. I'm hearing for some of you, it's a couple of people. So really it's not so much, okay, for some of you it is a past person, a past relationship that you might be stuck on. For most of you though, what I'm picking up is that it's a pattern born out of I'm hearing some of you like a deep-seated subconscious belief system rooted out of like maybe not feeling good enough, not being enough. Let's get a couple more cards out from the deck. And yeah, because with the Judgment card here, okay, so the Judgment card talks about sometimes it talks about final decisions, but it also talks about awakening. Okay, awakening. And for a lot of you, I feel like you've been stuck in a looping pattern. Here we've got the Hermit in reverse. No, that's too many. I feel like a lot of you have been stuck in a looping pattern. And I feel like you guys are ready to move on. And here we've got the Six of Swords. Yep. Yeah, a lot of indications of moving on. So I feel like, I'm sorry you guys, my allergies are kicking my butt today. I feel like you guys are in the right headspace, okay? Like I feel intellectually and mentally you're ready to move on, but there's something that is still stressing you out, still kind of keeping you up at night. Something that's still kind of causing you to spiral in and out of depression is what I'm hearing, anxiety, some worry. And I feel that it's attached to a specific looping thought pattern that is very, very deeply embedded. Like I said, this is a general reading, so put it where it resonates. For some of you, this is talking about a specific relationship that you've had a really hard time getting over or recovering from or letting go of. And then there's the other part of you where this has been an ongoing pattern, like you keep manifesting the same relationships with different people, with different romantic interests. And there's this overriding feeling of like, what's wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Am I just not enough? Something along those lines. Again, this is a general reading. There's just a lot of mental and emotional instability here, and I'm picking that up in terms of like your self-image, connected to your self-image. A lot of mental and emotional instability, or I should say insecurities, when it comes to your own self-worth, your own sense of self, your self-concept, your self-image. A lot of insecurities, and I feel like you're working through those. But you're holding back something. There's something that you're holding back on. Something that needs to, something like what I'm hearing is you need to cut the cord. So there may be some cord cutting that needs to be done. Like you just need to cut the cord, and you just need to go ahead and move on. And I know that's easier said than done. And there's resources on my channel to kind of help you, you know, kind of sift through those feelings and sift through those emotions and those belief patterns, you know, and things like that. And I'll try to remember to maybe link them in, you know, the description box below, pile 1. But this is really kind of what's still kind of coming in between you and manifesting in this person. I almost feel like some of you are holding out, like hoping that your future spouse is a past person, and like there's part of you that wants that person to kind of like, you're wanting them to kind of like wake up and what we would call like a come to Jesus moment, you know, whether or not you're a Christian, you kind of get what that means. It's almost like wake up out of this, you know, wake up out of your ego basically, and look at what you're losing, or look at what you're lost, or, you know, no, you know, like coming back to you because they've realized what you're worth and what they lost, kind of a thing. And I feel like that's what needs to be healed within you, is not needing that person to come back into your life, like no longer holding that space open. Now, again, this is for some of you, okay? For the rest of you, it's just healing that part of yourself that feels like there's something wrong with you. Like there's a very deep part, like there's a very deeply embedded, like you just feel like there's something wrong with you. What's wrong with me? Why am I not enough? And so that part of you needs to heal. Like the judgment is for you to really come home to yourself and realize that you are enough. There's just assumptions that you have about yourself that were probably born out of, for most of you, out of childhood, you know, early childhood, possibly into your preteens and stuff like that, that really made you feel like you weren't worthy. I'm hearing some of you actually feel like you're invisible. Why can't you see me kind of energy? How come you can't see me? You know, I'm this amazing, I'm this loving person. I've got so much to offer, and nobody sees me. How come they can't see me? And I don't feel like that's everybody. I feel like it's more along the lines of like romantic interests. Like, yeah. Okay. This is a kind of a deep reading. It kind of took me down. But, you know, this is real life, you know. There's definitely some heavy energies here, but that's the whole point of this reading, is to kind of help you pinpoint where you're at in your healing journey so that you can manifest the absolute perfect ideal person for you. Okay. Like I said, I feel like mentally you're in the right space. There's just some more shadow work and some more subconscious stuff that needs to be brought up, for you to be able to work through, okay? Let's get some advice. Here we got tree with health and growth. Y'all, that's cool. All right, and so we got doubt and confusion in the middle. Let's get one more card for pile one. Yeah, like letting go of past disappointments. Some of you, I feel like this one relationship was like it, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, it makes me feel like some of you either may have been engaged to this person, possibly even married to this person, may have had children with this person. And if none of those are true, then this was the dream that you had. Like this was a significant relationship, okay? For those of you that have never been in a relationship, then this is probably talking about, you know, your home life, the home life that you grew up in with your parents or whomever you grew up with. It was very, I'm hearing it was very tragic. It was very unstable, very, yeah. And here we got letter with news and message. Okay, so you are growing. Like I said, I can feel that you are in the right mind space about everything. Like, I feel mentally, I should say logically, you're looking at things and you're like, yes, I need to let this person go, or I need to file this experience where it belongs. Basically, it's like mentally you understand, intellectually you understand that your past does not have to dictate your future. You're not your past. Like I feel like you get that intellectually, but you're having a hard time really integrating that into your actual everyday existence. I mean, and that's because we're more than just, you know, our intellect. I mean, we're also You know, we're not actually our intellect at all. I mean, we have a mind, but we are not our mind. We have thoughts, but we're not our thoughts. Just like we have emotions, but we are not our emotions, right? There's more to you, and actually who and what you are is way beyond what you think, how you feel, stuff like that. Your body as well, okay? You're way beyond that. And so in order for you to be able to really integrate in this experience, you know, this knowledge that your past does not dictate your future. In fact, you know, your past really means your past is just basically the result of programming, okay? That's all it is. And in order for you to be able to change the trajectory of your future, you have to know how to be able to change the programming, basically, is how to say it like the most succinct way, okay, is change your programming. And that, you know, changing your programming is more than just changing how you think, it's also changing how you feel. And you're learning how to do these things in steps, okay? You are growing here, and especially with the Judgment card coming out. You've got some, like with the Hermit card being in reverse, it's no longer, you know, like you're kind of, I mean, the Hermit card when it's upright is all about, you know, going within, you know, withdrawing and going into isolation in order to heal, right? It's the Hermit in reverse is almost like you're coming out of that. Okay, so there is some heavy energy here, but I feel like you're moving away from that, especially with the Six of Cups as the last, not the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords as the last card that came out of this spread. You're moving away from this energy. Okay, this is some heavy energy that is existing right now, but you are actually moving out of that energy, okay? And we'll get into like what you're moving into. But you're healing. So the good news is that if you are experiencing any kind of doubt and confusion, you're going to get some kind of a message, and it may be something I'm picking up, it's like a message from the universe, your higher self, that may be delivered to you in an actual, you know, like in a book form through a person, or it may just be like an intuitive knowing, just something that all of a sudden you have this judgment moment and it's just like something clicks, you get that revelation, okay? And it could be all of those things. The universe could be just be spitting out messages to you left and right that you are going to be receiving from multiple sources. But I do feel with the Judgment card here, you are going to be receiving something to where it's going to be like an aha moment. Like, what I feel is like, okay, there's like this thin veil and you can kind of see beyond it. Like you can kind of see, like it's kind of hazy. You know, you can kind of see the outline, but there's this veil that is separating you between you and whatever it is that you're needing in order to help you to break free from this pattern, from this feeling, from whatever you feel is holding you back. And you're going to be receiving that aha moment. Like I can see the veil parting. I was going to say like it's being lifted up, but something is actually going to happen where that veil is torn and you're able to like push the veil aside and you can actually see very clearly to the other side. So yeah, you're going to be getting a very important aha moment where it makes things very clear. That's going to make it much more easier for you to file all of this where it needs to go so that you can actually truly move on. Not just in your mind, but in your heart and your soul as well. Okay. So that is amazing. Pile 1. All right, let's get some. What are they moving into? What is pile 1 getting ready to move into? Whoa. Huh. Here we got messages again. All right, so messages, this is like text, phone calls, and conversations with, okay, so hold on. Something like the air is getting ready to be cleared out, and I'm not really quite sure how that's going to apply. Like some of you may have questions maybe about a past relationship. Ooh, and then we got gossip coming out, drama, negativity, and pettiness. The air is getting ready to be cleared about something. Something is getting ready to be made right or set right, or the story is going to be set straight. And this is going to bring to you some, I'm hearing deep healing. This is going to help bring you or facilitate some deep healing. It's also going to bring you some clarity. This may be part of what is going to help remove that veil. All right, what else are they walking into? No, this needs to go down here. What else are they walking into? What else are they walking into? All right, we got empty feelings, boring routine. And then we got boss babe, independent and strong. Okay, so I feel like this is probably what you're coming out of. That's usually what ends up happening when we go through so much pain. I mean, especially if we don't know how to process our pain and our emotions, we just end up shutting off and cutting them down. And then that's how we feel. We feel numb, like we're going through, we're just emotionally dead inside. And I feel like you're waking up out of that. I'm hearing an emotional awakening, which is so strange because I've never actually heard it put like that before. Like we all hear about spiritual awakenings. We don't really hear about mindset awakenings, but that's really what it is when you have a mindset change, a mental awakening. I'm hearing for you guys, it's like your heart's going to be turning back on again. I'm really picking up 9 of Pentacles vibes with this boss babe, independent, strong queen type of energy. Like a glow up, like, yeah. Like I can literally see like your heart, like you're turning your heart back on. Like there's a light inside of you, not, like inside of your chest, and you're reaching in there and you're turning it back on, and you're glowing from the inside out, which causes you to show up in a completely different way for yourself as well as for others. There's either a glow up coming, or you are currently in the process of this glow up, which is going to be very attractive. I'm hearing moth to a flame. Here we have traditions with morals, values, family roots. So there may be some, that may be pointing to where a lot of this is stemming from. A lot of this pain and this heavy energy is stemming from. And then we have, with chaos, trauma, drama, fights, and arguments. So for the vast majority of you, this started, like the root of this pattern that is causing all of this really heavy energy started somewhere in your childhood. And that's where it's like you need to kind of go back and make peace with that time as much as you possibly can. Like, go back to your inner child, like go back to the child in that time and tell that child what it was that you wished your parents would have told you, your siblings would have told you, or the adults that had, you know, important roles in your life, you know, rather than like what you heard. Like if your parents were just a mess, if the adults in your life were a mess, you know, if they did nothing but criticize you or cut you down, go back and basically revise those memories and go back to that inner child in that moment and tell that inner child everything that those adults should have been telling them. Okay, you can actually go back in time. Now this is kind of advanced, but you know, and if this is going way over your head, then just think of this as inner child healing. Okay, go back to those points in your life where you were being made to feel, whether they were telling you like that to your face, or you were being made to feel like you weren't good enough, you weren't enough, or you were too much of something and not enough of something. Okay, yeah. But I do feel like something is going to be made right on many fronts. Like I do feel like this shift is actually going to be happening on many different fronts. You yourself are actually going to be able to make peace with your past in a way that it actually integrates what you know intellectually about yourself. Okay, and so what that's going to end up doing is it's going to end up, so when you show up differently for yourself in your life, it's going to have other people show up differently for you, differently as to what they have been showing up. All right, I see apologies coming, especially with the Page of Cups here. Okay, people are going to be apologizing to you for how they may have mistreated you. They may even be asking for forgiveness. I hear like there's going to be a lot of issues that are finally going to be put to bed, and you're going to finally be able to move on and right into right into your future spouse. All right, let's get a few more cards. Let's find out. Okay. Here we got retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So there's more of that hermit energy coming out. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. So for those of you where you're thinking about, you're having a hard time letting this a past connection go. Hold on, something else wanted to release. So we got radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. If you're kind of in a friends with benefits situation, or maybe you're in a relationship that was a relationship, but it devolved into something that went from, that basically devolved into basically a friends with benefits situation, or really it's just something that's strictly sexual. That is just your confirmation. That is what you need to let go of. If and I'm not saying that a friends with benefit situation is bad, okay? But if it is a situation where you honestly, truly want to be more than just friends, and you're hoping it's going to, turn into something more, and it's causing you way more pain than it is any kind of pleasure, that's the decision that needs to be made here to kind of clear the path for you to be able to manifest your future spouse in. Okay. And if you are somebody who knows that you're not really capable of just having a strictly sexual relationship, then to abstain from those kinds of relationships altogether. Okay. And that may cause some triggers to come up. And that's the point, is what I'm hearing. That's the point. Because when those triggers are coming up, that's when you can actually heal through them. Okay, and dissolve those triggers so that those triggers are no longer there, so that you can be in this boss babe, independent, strong queen, Nine of Pentacles energy, where you're enough in and of yourself. It's like you're whole. You don't need validation from anybody else. You know your worth. You're okay and even happy being single, and knowing that you don't need to be coupled with anybody in order to feel worthy. Like, I can't, it's so strange, like the things that come around as far as, sayings go, but there's that song that's like, you're nobody unless somebody loves you. That's such bullshit. People can't love you until you love yourself. It's like you're you're everyone. You are absolutely somebody, and whether anybody else loves you or not. And in fact, that's what causes love to come to you, is by you embodying the love that you already are. Right? All right, pile one, those were your messages. I hope they resonated. If they did, please, please smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you feel led to do so, and I will see you at your next reading. Bye, pile one. Hello, my pile twos. If you chose the Bumblebee Jasper heart. Okay, you guys, I don't know why. Every time I say Bumblebee Jasper, I always hear Bumblebee Tuna from that Ace Ventura movie. Okay, you guys, this whole reading, like pile one, I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. All right, sorry. Back to what we were talking about. If you chose the Bumblebee Jasper heart, this is your reading, and what we're going to be looking at today. It's kind of just an energy check-in to see where you and your future spouse are at as far as the connection manifesting or solidifying, whether or not you already know this person, things of that nature. Okay, so let's get started. Let's find out where your energies are at. So here, first off, we've got dry desert. So these are overall energies affecting this connection. And then we also have the Wizard of Awareness in reverse. Okay, so with the dry desert, this is a feeling of like opportunities drying up. So like for some of you, I'm not really quite sure if, maybe you've been in the dating pool for a while, maybe you've been single for a while, but nothing seems to be happening or panning out. And some of you may even be going through a dry spell. Those are for some of you who have been in, like I kind of feel like a lot of you, if you've been in relationships before, for most of you, okay, for some of you, I'm getting that there may have been one or two really significant relationships where they may have been more on the long-term side, but for a lot of you, it's more or less like, you haven't really had a significant relationship. Like, I'm not significant in terms of like, I know maybe for you it was significant, but I'm talking like in terms of length, like, 6 months or more. Like I really, and so I kind of feel like you're in this space right now where maybe you've been trying to date, putting yourself out there, and nothing's really panning out. It's almost like you keep coming across a bunch of duds. Not saying that the people are duds, but like the chemistry or the connection, just something's not linking up. Okay? And with the Wizards of Awareness, that's like trying too hard to make something happen, trying too much to control the outcome. Okay, so the message that I'm picking up with this, it's like, well, let's flip this last card over. Playfulness. It says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. Something was trying to come through and I was trying to put it into words, and this was like the perfect, that's what I'm talking about. It's like stop trying so hard to make something happen, and just kind of let go and have fun with the process. I feel like a lot, it's like some of you, it's like you don't really like being single. And there's kind of something there that you need to possibly kind of look at and figure out, what is it about being single that that you're so resistant to. Okay, we'll get more into the reading, but what the playfulness means, it's like the fastest way to be able to align yourself with the energy of your future spouse, because I actually feel like your future spouse is somebody that's going to be very connected to their own inner child. So they're going to be very funny, very animated, like, you know, maybe they talk a lot with their hands, or they're just really kind of bouncy, or just kind of all over the place. It's like, you know, very playful. We got the moon coming out here right away. Ooh, King of Wands popping out. Okay, yeah, so this person's trying to come in, pile 2, okay? This person is trying to come in, but your need to control the outcome and how you're feeling about this quote-unquote dry desert, if you would kind of let go of the outcome, let go of trying to control how this unfolds, and just let yourself have fun, okay? So what this would look like, okay, so say you're getting ready to go on another date, you know, and right away, before you even meet this person, you're just like, this is probably not going to go anywhere. What do I even bother? Playfulness is going to look at it in a whole new different way. Playfulness is going to be like, this might be fun and exciting, you know. I wonder what I'm going to find out about this person. I wonder what I'm going to like about this person. I wonder how this connection is going to unfold. It's more of a I wonder type of I wonder kind of approach, kind of like a curiosity, because we tend to set the tone for our experiences just by how we're assuming it's going to go, okay? This is called the law of assumption. Our assumptions are exactly what plays out. So if you are going into dates assuming that it's not going to go anywhere, and not to necessarily say, like, you know, if you're going into dates hoping that that's going to be the one, that's kind of like where the first mess up is. You know, go into dates, you know, go into your dates with just expectations of meeting a new person, possibly making a new friend, approaching it with an air of curiosity rather than this is probably not going to be the one. It's like, you know, if you catch yourself assuming that about the date before you even go, then really why even bother? Because that's basically what's going to end up happening. Okay, so even still, like, so if you're having a hard time with dating and you're just like not into it at all, then it's almost like stop dating for now. Just go out and enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, you know, go take up some new hobbies. You know, really pay attention to your assumptions, because your assumptions are what are manifesting, okay? So if you're assuming that this person you're getting ready to go on a date with is going to end up to be a complete dud, it's not going to go anywhere, then guess what? You're going to end up experiencing that exact same thing, okay? Yeah, and so this person is trying to come in. You've got a very masculine, attractive energy. Now, notice I said energy, I didn't say person. Okay, it can be, or a masculine person. It's the energy that this person embodies, okay? Male or female, or whatever. Okay, but you can't see it yet. And the reason why you can't see it, like it still feels like it's hidden, is because you're still trying to control the outcome. Let's get some more information. Here we got the Knight of Swords in reverse. And let's get some clarification on the Knight of Swords. Why is this Knight of Swords here? You guys might be hyper active in, okay, here we got the Emperor. What I was going to say is you guys might be, because because I'm actually picking up in your guys' energy that your energy itself is very masculine dominant. Not to say that that's naturally how your soul is made up, but that's what's presenting. Like you have a really hard time letting go of control. You have a really hard time not wanting to control the outcome. And the person that's coming in, it's like their energy is naturally very masculine. So, you know, what I'm like, the underlying energy I'm picking up for you guys is actually very feminine, like very feminine energy. And maybe you've had to, you know, because we live in a very masculine energy dominant world. I mean, the energy, the world that we live in, whether we're feminine energy dominant or masculine energy dominant, we've been taught to completely disregard our inner feminine and just live in and embody our masculine. And for those of us whose energies are primarily feminine dominant, you know, it causes a lot of issues, especially in our romantic relationships. Oh, look at that. We've got the Six of Cups coming out. So this may be soulmate energy, somebody that you may know already, somebody from your past. Let's clarify the Six of Cups, though. Yeah, like the person coming in, you guys, this person they got their shit together. They got their shit together. They're very attractive, very action-oriented, very responsible, very respectful. Oh, look at that with the Lovers coming out. Okay, so what I'm picking up on this energy is that, okay, this may be, for some of you, a past person coming back in where it was possible that things between the two of you weren't able to work out because you are somebody who is naturally, or I should say your energy is dominant in its feminine energy, but you were overly dominant in your masculine. You were embodying your masculine energy. And this person, their energy is naturally, you know, masculine dominant. So when you've got two masculine energies trying to coexist or trying to be in a functioning romantic relationship, the dynamic does not work out. Okay? And so with you learning how to embody more of your feminine energy, your natural self, that brings things into balance in this relationship between you and this person is able to, you know, stabilize and really have another go. And for the rest of you who don't, that's not, you know, there is no past person, you don't want a past person, this is soulmate vibes, okay? High soulmate vibes, someone you've had past lives with, someone you've got to, you know, like you're getting ready to, and this could be true for, you know, whether or not you know this person or not. Like if this is a past person in this lifetime, this could also be somebody that you've known in a past life, okay? General reading, so take it where it applies. But this person is the one. They are the one. This is twin flame energy, soulmate energy. This is your forever person in this lifetime, and probably soul-wise too, okay? Yeah, oh my gosh, look at that, you guys, the sun. Oh my gosh, this is such beautiful energy coming out. See, and with the moon card here, it's like you can't see this, because you're trying too much to control the outcome. And then we got the Empress in reverse. Yes, okay, so this is you guys, okay? Here oh, look at this. We got the Emperor and then we have the Empress. This is why this connection, the Empress in reverse, this is why this connection hasn't been able to manifest yet, because your person is currently, you know, embodying more of their true self. Okay, they're the masculine counterpart, you're the feminine counterpart, but because you're too overly dominant in your masculine energy, you know, that's why the Empress here is reversed. That's why you can't see this connection or feel this connection, or you're having a hard time making this connection happen. And that's one part of the reason. I mean, you know, feminine energy is very trusting. It's very hands off. It's very powerful in that, and that's what we call like the balance of inner feminine and inner masculine. It's knowing when to take action and when to take your hands off of it. Okay. And with, you know, what feels like you guys are more feminine dominant, you're meant to go more with the flow. Like, yes, take action where action is needed, but there is a certain point where, you know, you're just like, the universe is just going to provide. You'll take inspired action when the inspiration arrives. Those kinds of energies, okay? But you guys look at this energy, it's fucking amazing. And excuse my language, but holy hell, this is so beautiful. You know, I'm not even paying attention to the fact that the Empress here is in reverse. This is divine counterpart. This is twin flame energy, okay? If you don't believe in twin flames, soulmates, okay? Soulmates. I mean, we got the Lovers, you got the Emperor, you got the Empress, we got the Sun, the Six of Cups, you got the this dude, okay? This person. I mean, you're hot as hell. They're going to be hot as hell, okay? This is like power couple. I mean, the vibes here are amazing, okay? So good things coming in for you. You're just, it's like you're having a really hard time connecting to this energy because you're not connecting to yourself, really, okay? And so spend some time, pile 2, with your own Empress energy. You know, basically it's like doing that is going to help turn this energy upright, and then you and your Emperor will be able to come together. Look at that. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, I'm just like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, let's continue on this reading. You guys are really, like, if I was pick a card, like, I would hope that this would be my reading. Seriously. All right, let's get some, give me some information. Ooh, here we got tree growth. So I said ooh because this came out for pile 1, okay? Yep, here's that masculine energy again. Oh, check it out. Okay, so basically it's like learning how to, your guidance is to learn how to balance out your inner masculine and your inner feminine, okay? And learning when to, learning when it's appropriate to embody your masculine energy, and then learning when it's appropriate to embody your feminine energy, okay? That's how you're going to heal and grow. That's like, it's like I didn't even need to pull from this deck because it was already in the original, in the tarot, but whatever. Oh, and if you guys want to know what deck this is as far as this tarot deck, it's the Lucid Dreams from Saint Soleil, Lucid Dreams Tarot. And there actually is keywords and stuff on here for those of you who are like just starting out. All right, let's get some more information. Like, I really could just stop the reading here, but I won't, because this is like the Sun energy. You guys, when this connection comes in, there's going to be passion, and I mean, you are going to be so attracted to this person. They are going to be super attracted to you. I mean, you are the, you know, they're the Emperor and you're the Empress. I mean, that's perfect couple vibes. That's couple goals, you know, marriage goals, relationship goals, whatever. And this needs to be reversed, okay? It's just the only thing you need to do is you need to embody more of that Empress energy within yourself, okay? And then your Emperor, your King of Wands can come in. So, like, for those of you that need some astrological signs, I don't normally do those, but okay, so this could be, you know, fire signs. Leo's coming through, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio is up in there somewhere. Yeah. All right, so let's get some more cards. And here we have unrequited love, not the same anymore, lost the spark. Then we've got open up, shy, timid, and reserved. And I don't feel like unrequited love is, like, I feel like the spark's not there. Like, you going out and like dating, like you're looking for that chemistry. You're looking for the chemistry that you're going to have with this person. Like, there's a part of your soul that knows. Your soul knows what's coming. Your soul knows what's coming. Okay. It's funny that this shy, timid, and reserved is here. But I feel like for those of you that might, and for those of you who are like going through a dry spell or feeling like you're, you know, it's because you don't want to get out there, you don't like dating. Reconnecting with your inner child is really going to heal that part of yourself. There could also be like an actual, for those of you that have been in a relationship, that might be the reason why, like maybe that's what happened. And take it where it resonates, but there's like a subset of you that are in a relationship with someone who that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, for some of you, and again, this is a general reading, so take it where it resonates, okay, or apply it where it resonates. You were in that relationship embodying your feminine energy, but this person, their masculine energy was corrupted or weak. Like, it wasn't healthy. Like, and they were repelled by the feminine energy, that's not the way. Like, a healthy masculine is very attracted to healthy feminine. And they may have behaved or said things to you in a certain way that kind of caused you to stop showing up and embodying your feminine energy. And it caused you to withdraw and be more timid or act more shy and reserved, because you're like, if I, you know, being myself, you know, this beautiful empress causes me to get hurt. So I have to stop being the empress and start showing up as, you know, and that way, this could very well be the Knight of Swords reversed person popping through. You know, this person was very, I'm hearing like they were a jerk. They may have possibly have even been, you know, embodying a lot of narcissistic traits. They could have been very mean with their words and their actions. Definitely with their words, though. Made you feel very insecure while being, like, because when you are embodying your feminine energy, you know, there is a natural part, like naturally being in your feminine energy makes you feel vulnerable, but vulnerability is not bad if you are with the right people. In fact, masculine energy, healthy masculine energy is very attracted to vulnerability. I can't get into like the dynamics between masculine and feminine energy, but you know, so basically like this Knight of Swords person was just, they were mean. They were assholes. They were jerks. Very rude, could have even been on the bullying side, like, you know, just made you feel like shit about yourself. And so that pretty much caused you to flip in your inner dynamic, and you went from being the Empress in the upright to being the Empress in reverse, where basically it's like you blocked that part of yourself out. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, we also have rose-colored glasses, see past the illusions and unkept promises. With not listening, inconsiderate, always thinks they are right. Wow. So this past, okay, you guys, and I'm sorry if this is just energy that's coming through. Apply it wherever you need to. But this, whoever this Knight of Swords person, this Knight of Swords reverse, this bully, we'll call him a bully, okay? Wherever this bully, this energy, whoever this person is, for some reason right now, their energy is popping up. I won't, but look at that. We got love with new door to experience love. So it's like, there's this energy where, so your future spouse and then this past person, it's like their energies are kind of in conflict with each other in your energy, okay? Because both energies are here, you know? Here's what's coming through, you guys, okay? So when you are focused and when you are purposeful in what you're doing and what you're thinking and how you're feeling and manifesting and stuff like that, you are so aligned with your future spouse, with your emperor, okay? But when you're not, and you kind of let your mind wander, and you just, you know, you're just kind of letting things happen as they happen, this energy of this past person kind of pops in and likes to wreak havoc, okay? And there's this kind of this sense or this feeling like that past energy needs, like you need to tell that past energy where they can go, okay? Like, I'm not saying that you're in contact with this person or that you have anything to do with this person, but their energy is still very much there in your energy, okay? Let's get, all right, so we look, yeah, fireworks, loving, passionate, and intimacy right under the new love that's coming in. Yes, I am picking that up with you guys. Yep, incoming abundance. See, now your future spouse's energy is taking back over again. They're like, nope, get out of here. Get out of here. Incoming abundance, reliable structure, foundation. We'll get one more card. Yeah, they're very much going to be that emperor. You're going to be the empress. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be, seriously, people are going to look at you like relationship goals, okay? Relationship goals. Yeah. Oh, spring with new seeds being planted, pathways and beginnings. So there's more of that new beginnings feel, and this may also be telling you that this connection could possibly be coming in the spring, okay? Wherever you're at, wherever spring is at in your corner of the world. All right, we got a few more messages here. So here we've got patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing, okay? So that's, you know, and patience is part of, you know, is a very feminine energy trait. Let's get a few more cards for pile 2. And I'm hearing like, just take, you know, as best as you can, just kind of take your focus off this past person and focus more on just what you're calling in, okay? Wait, it says the timing is not quite right. And that's right there next to that patience. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. And I feel like that could very well more or less be you, like awakening to, you know, your Empress energy. Feeling comfortable with fully embodying your feminine energy, your inner feminine. And what that means and what that means in living your everyday life. And that's why it's almost like the timing's not quite right yet, is because in order for this relationship to manifest in and for it to be able to go off without a hitch, you know, both of you guys have to be, you know, if their energy is more naturally masculine dominant, then you have to be comfortable with fully embodying your, you know, naturally feminine dominant energy yourself, and what that looks like, and what life looks like doing that. Okay? Because if not, then what ends up happening is you've got two masculine energies coming together. Okay? And it doesn't, I mean, two masculine energies coming together works fine in terms of, like, you know, coworkers and friendships and things like that. But in romantic interests, it doesn't work out, especially if you have a healthy masculine that's attracted to healthy feminine. They don't want, you know, they're not going to be attracted to masculine energy in that way. Okay? So that's basically what this reading is saying. It's like, you can't really see or detect what's coming in, but what you're needing to do right now is really get in touch with who you truly are. It's like life has been teaching you, like, oh, you have to be in the Emperor energy, right? And really what you truly are is you're the Empress. You're that divine feminine. And learning to be comfortable with what divine feminine feels like. It's not so much appearance, okay? Embodying feminine energy has nothing to do with wearing makeup or doing your hair or your nails or wearing dresses or anything like that. It's how you show up, okay? Just wanted to make sure that I throw that out there. Although when you get in touch with your divine feminine, I mean, you know, you just kind of get into all that stuff, but sometimes, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, those were your messages. I really hope they resonated. If they did, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up on the like button. Comment, share, subscribe if you feel led to do so, and I will see you for your next reading. Bye, Pile 2. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Lepidolite stone heart, this is going to be your reading. And yes, the cards are already laid out because I actually started this reading, and it took me some time. I had to meditate on the energies because I wanted to be very sure on what I was picking up before I gave the message. Okay, so this is going to be your reading. All of the cards are, well, not all of them, but the majority of the cards are already laid out. All right, so the purpose of the reading is all about an energy check-in with you and your future spouse. All right, and I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, Pile 3, if you are not looking to, if there's no past person that you were in a relationship with in this lifetime, you're not looking to reconcile or anything like that with somebody, this is not your pile. All right. If you were drawn to any of the other piles, go ahead and check that one out. If not, then, you know, this video or this particular reading just is not for you. All right, because let's get into this. So the first card that came out, we've got the two, so the general theme of this reading, we've got unexpected visitors in reverse, and then we also have heart-to-heart conversations with honestly discuss your feelings with each other. All right. So with the unexpected visitors in reverse, it's all about some unwanted news, unwanted communication, maybe something that was completely unexpected in that it kind of blindsided you. And then, of course, with the heart-to-heart conversation here, that's talking about, you know, the gist of what this unexpected visitor was, okay? So what I'm picking up, you guys, and this energy feels fresh, all right? The energy feels fresh in that it's still very much in your energy field. I'm not saying that it happened yesterday or it happened even that recently, but it may feel like it happened just yesterday to you, okay? Because the reason why I had to take a minute and really meditate on this energy is because whoever you split from, or you may be splitting from, or whoever you're having a difficult time with right now, it feels like it was supposed to be a match made in heaven. Okay, we've got the world here with the Lovers. Okay, the world is all about completing a cycle, then beginning a new one. And then with the Lovers here, that tells me that you're starting a cycle with, you know, your soulmate. Some of you that believe in twin flames, this is kind of that energy, okay? And so it was kind of difficult for me to understand, like, what happened, okay? So, because I feel like, for the most part, the underlying energy here, I won't say that it was innocent, but it seemed to have at least some kind of integrity. Like, logically, there isn't really any reason why the two of you shouldn't be together. The only thing that's coming up is that for whatever reason, the person just wasn't ready, I guess, for that kind of commitment. I don't know exactly what was said to you during this heart-to-heart conversation, or, you know, what message you received that, you know, you didn't want to receive. But I do feel like you maintained your integrity throughout the entire process. Like, you kept a level head and a level heart. I mean, it may have threw you off center or off balance a little bit because your energy's coming through here as the Queen of Cups reversed, which normally I feel you guys, you are the Queen of Cups in the upright. You're somebody that's very compassionate, very nurturing, very warm and caring, very divine feminine. But this Ten of Swords energy is kind of what's throwing you off balance. Now, Ten of Swords, you know, can talk about a betrayal. That's not the underlying energy that I'm getting here, though. For some of you, that may be true. The Ten of Swords can just talk about a painful ending. So here we have a very glorious, beautiful beginning with a painful ending. Okay, this is kind of like where we're at. I know this is a future spouse reading, but the energy of this past person is really coming through. And with this past person already dominating from the very first card, this reading, this is letting me know this person is going to be your future spouse at some point later on down the road. But something happened where you had to walk away, but you maintained your integrity with the Six of Pentacles. Like, I don't know if you and this person were living together. I don't know if you had mutual assets. I don't know, but with the Queen of Cups energy and the Six of Pentacles energy, I think you were more than fair in however this breakup happened. Like, you know, if I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying the two of you were married, but if you were, you would be the kind of person that wouldn't fight them tooth and nail for everything. You know, you're just, I mean, you feel very generous to me, and it may have been that they were very generous with you as well. Okay, because I'm not really picking up on betrayal with the Seven of Cups here in reverse. I mean, this is talking about alignment, clarity, you know, clarity restored. The High Priestess is being very in tune. Inner knowledge and access to inner knowing. So it was like there's this inner knowing inside of you that's almost like you know that the two of you are meant to be together, and at some point later on down the road you will come back together again. But nevertheless, it still very much hurts your heart. Very much hurts your heart, okay? So right off the bat, this person's energy is very very strong here from the very first card to the very last. And that's why I really very much feel that your future spouse is already someone you know, someone that from the minute you met them, you felt a very strong connection, an undeniable connection. Here we got the moon coming out, very much with the high priestess energy, talking about reputation, honors, and actually this came out first with the dog, friendship, and loyalty. So this is what I'm not understanding. I sense this okay, so maybe it's that your souls are very connected and very loyal to each other, but maybe the ego still needs to get in alignment. That might be what it is. Maybe the two of you like know that you're supposed to be together, but the timing just isn't right. And here we got, this could represent you. Let's clarify though, what is going on with the female coin? Okay, yeah, there's more of that Queen of Cups energy with these two. Okay, that's talking about you. Yeah, you're just very, this person sees you, they actually see you as the end all be all. Like when you met this person, I feel like that was what you knew. Like you knew right away that this was your person, like your forever person. And I feel like when they met you, they felt the same thing. But I don't think, like maybe their heart and their soul was ready for that connection, but it's very possible that their mind or their ego wasn't. There may be something at play here with well, that's making a little bit more sense. For some of you, something's coming through, like maybe their loyalties lie somewhere else. Not so much a third-party situation, but like with their family, maybe with their work. But here we've got, you know, loyalty with reputation and honors, and then a home and family. This could very well be like they walked away from you because, you know, families didn't approve. Your family didn't approve of them, or their family didn't approve of you. That kind of a situation. For some of you, it could be that you met them, there was this insane, intense chemistry, and maybe they were already spoken for in a long-term relationship. And this is for a few of you guys. This is, remember, this is a general reading. And they ended up having to choose, you know, the other person over you because that's who they had their family with. Yeah, just take it where it resonates, okay? All right, let's get some more cards. What is going on with pile 3 and their person? What's going on with pile 3 and their future spouse? Pile 3 and their future spouse. That was a lot of cards. Pile 3 and their future spouse, please. Sugarcoat. So we've got artificial expressions, not all that's cracked up to be. We also have think smart, take your time. Let's get a few more cards. Surprise with gifts and the unexpected. For some of you, and take this how it resonates, but I'm a surprise pregnancy is coming up. Here we got incoming abundance with reliable structure and foundation. Let's get 4 more cards for pile 3, please. Love offer, new door to romance. You guys, I feel like this person's going to be coming in, like they're going to be coming back. I actually kind of picked up on that with the surprise card. Let's get 3 more cards for pile 3, please. Let's see. So we got robotic heart with empty feelings and a boring routine. Then we also have battle with reaching out. Yes. Okay. So I feel like this person is wanting to reconnect with you. I feel like for some of you, they're even wanting to take back what was said during this heart-to-heart conversation. So if they went cold on you, that was more like, it wasn't because they feel cold towards you, they want to be cold towards you. That was the only way they knew how to do what they felt that they needed to do. Okay, like if all of a sudden they did like a complete 180 where it's like, you know, before this conversation they were loving, they were affectionate, they were adoring you, all that good stuff, and then after this conversation all of a sudden they weren't taking your phone calls, you know, they were just kind of acting cold and distant towards you. It's not because they aren't having these feelings towards you or anything like that. It's because for whatever reason they felt that they needed to walk away. That was the only way that they could do it, because they didn't want to do it. There was, you know, maybe their ego was kind of pushing this forward, but deep down in their heart and their soul, they didn't want to do it. And that was the only way they were able to carry through and walk away. Okay. But this person is thinking about you very much all the time, every day. I'm hearing every day this person thinks about you every day. And they're battling themselves. There's this intense inner struggle going on with them, wanting to reach out to you. And they really are trying to take the time out to really think about things. It's like they want to return, and I have a feeling they are going to surprise you. They are going to pop up somehow. And, you know, they're going to want to give you a new love offer. I do feel for a lot of you, they're going to end up taking back whatever was said in this heart-to-heart conversation where you were given, they told you something that they didn't mean. That's what's coming through. They said things to you that they didn't mean, but they felt that they had to say those things to push you away so that they could walk away easier. This is a mess. But I mean, you know, human relationships emotions are messy. Right? Yeah, and with this incoming abundance, I feel like this time around when they finally decide, okay, whatever reason they walked away and they're realizing what they lost in order, you know, what they lost in order to maintain or keep over here. This thing over here was not worth keeping. What they lost and the cost of keeping this thing over here, this thing costs too much, and they're going to end up walking away from this thing to come back towards you, because they are realizing what they lost and what they walked away from, what they gave up or what they didn't appreciate. Just put it where it fits. And when they do come back, I feel like they know that they messed up. And so it's not just going to be, you know, this, hey, can we try this again kind of a thing. Like, I really feel like there's going to be some kind of a grand gesture with, so we've got, you know, gifts in the unexpected here with incoming abundance. Like, I have a feeling for many of you, this person's going to go all out when they, you know, in order to try to get you back with this love offer. Like, they're not going to come empty-handed. Like, they may even come with a ring. Okay, there's a ring in here. Incoming abundance with gifts in the unexpected, they could very much come back to you with a proposal of some sort, okay? Realizing that you deserve at least that. You deserve so much more. Okay, so they realize that what they walked away from they realize that the reason they walked away from you, like whatever that thing or that person was, is not all that it was cracked up to be. It was very superficial, very egoic. Okay? Now they're realizing that was not a wise choice. And they should have taken more time. Yeah. They know. They know, pile 3. They know. And they're going to be coming at you with, you know, a declaration of that. They know. All right, let's get some parting messages for pile. All right, here we got warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. So basically this is just saying, just take your time this time around. Okay? Yes, the chemistry and the spark and the maybe even the craving and the desire is there, but allow yourself to actually date this person before going all in. Okay, and here we got longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Yes, with the battle and the reaching out, like very much so. They think about you all the time. They think about you all the time. They realized that what they left you for, because it cost them you, it cost way too much, and they're not willing to pay that price anymore. They want you. Let's get, I'm hearing 2 more cards. Let's get 2 more cards for pile 3, please. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Yeah, I think that's for them. That's going to be for you probably too as well, pile 3. After what, you know, this experience, like, you do need, there is going to be some healing that needs to be done on both ends, but I feel like that's part of, like, them walking away and realizing what they realized. That was the only way for them to break through that egoic patterning, was to actually lose you and actually have to face that. Because now they'll never second guess it again. All right, here we got passion with try something you've never done before. And this may be very well how they feel. Like they've never had to do this before. But they realized, you know, having to face the life like what they've been doing in life prior to you, they don't want to live that life anymore. Like life before you, they can't go back to that life anymore now that they've had you and they've experienced you. Okay? They don't want that. They don't want that anymore. They want a life that has you in it. All right, pile 3, those were your messages. I hope they resonated. If they did, smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you feel led to do so, and I will see you at your next reading. Thanks, pile 3.